This video is going to be an ultimate Eliana guide in Call of Dragons. I'm going to share with you everything you need to know over this hero and how to be efficient with this hero on the battlefield, because clearly this hero is not exactly for gathering. It's not having some gathering talent tree, something that we the end game players are used to. When we see an epic hero, we're just praying to be a gathering one, but right now we're having just so many gathering heroes. So first thing first, I'm going to talk about the Eliana, where can be used, what is the right time to be used this hero, because we're at the late seasons. The heroes that are present in the game start becoming more and more, so the people obviously is going to start questioning which hero should be involved in their gameplay. So yeah, I'm going to go over the artifacts, pets, basically everything. First, and pairing, of course, pairing. So first thing first, what separates Eliana from rest of the epic heroes? Well, she's very tanky, and the second thing is easy to be get. What I mean by that is there is an event where you can get Eliana tokens, and I'm going to even show you what I mean by that is when the events like Eliana event or Flint event or the new hero, I forgot her name, event appear in Call of Dragons, you're going to be able to get this forest friend chest, where you can basically pick which token you want to get from this three hero. Airless is the third hero you can pick. So if you want, you can just pick Eliana one, and it's so easy to awake this hero. Maybe the most fast hero to be awakened in Call of Dragons from my observation, because starting from season 1 right now, since we have more heroes, 3 heroes basically in this chest, still you can actually awake her very fast. Now what separate Eliana is this from rest of the epic heroes that are present in the game. The other thing is she's an overall hero. So we're having mages, we're having again other overall heroes, we're having some infantry heroes, but in case of Eliana, she's overall, so she's going to work nicely with all the troops. The spells she's giving is giving some shield, very nice. Also some damage factor 200. What is this? Magic damage factor 200. Oh my god, this is a very nice one, especially if you're at the beginning of Call of Dragons. This is going to increase your peacekeeping damage and HP bonus by 20%. I want to point out this thing because right now I'm forced to buy books from the Battle of Abyss, so I can be able to level up fast my hero. Here you're going to get 20% more hero experience. The other one is normal attack damage reduction, 20% less normal attack damage reduction. Is crazy for the infantry, I'm not gonna lie. It's just increasing your survivability by a lot. On top of that, you're having a shield. On top of that, you're having, when casting a rage skill, increasing the defense by 30% for 5 seconds. If you have a cycle of the rage skill, like let's say 10 seconds, 5 seconds is covering 50% from the time. You're going to have this defense bonus that is like 30%. It's a very solid boost, and on top of that you're going to get some extra healing. Grants Divine Shield in Eliana Legion, giving them a 70% chance to receive healing when hit with normal attack. Now normally this shield is going to disappear maybe from the first or the second attack, but in general 400 healing factor is a very nice healing factor. So this is one of the reasons Garrot Eliana back in the days was used as a combo that is giving so much merits. It's just so much healing there. You can send them and they're like 2-3 hours, 5 hours, they can basically fight there and generating you tons of merits. Right now getting merits is so easy. We're having Battle of Abyss. On top of that every day you're able, basically I can do 1.5 million merits on a single day if I catch decent amount of Battle of Abyss. It's like 2 battles, and after this, after 2.5 hours is 2 again. So basically you're having a lot of fights there. and a lot of merits. The bad thing is it's not reflecting over your account, so when you open your account, you're not going to see that your merits get increased, but you're going to get the merits as a currency in your pocket so you can buy the shops. So after we check out the spells, let's talk about the pairing, where Eliana shined the most. For me personally, she shined with a lot of heroes, and by a lot of heroes I mean you can place her with Goresh. It's going to give great survivability on Goresh. On top of that, Goresh is going to do some extra damage, is having nice counter attack, and also Goresh is providing with some damage reduction. Now where else you can do it? Maybe I can go by the seasons. In the season 1 you can pair Eliana with Madeline. I prefer Madeline over Garwood because Madeline at least is giving you some extra counter attack. Where is this thing? Counter attack, damage bonus 15%, so you're still going to do some damage. Also she's giving a shield, maybe one of the biggest shields in the game. 1.2k is the shield, so you're having this survivability, and on top of that you're having this counter attack, which is very, very nice for Eliana. Madeline in generation 2, you can pair her with Skogo, you can pair her with Goresh. In general, Eliana is a hero that you want to pair with infantry. It's not something that you want to pair with mages or marksmen. It's mostly infantry and cavalry. Now I have seen some cavalry reports with Eliana inside, and I can say this is a very nice report. Right now I don't have them, but at the end of the day you can test it by yourself. So this is from point of pairing. It's working perfectly well with all the infantry if you want to increase the survivability, also with cavalry. Again, if you want to increase the survivability, I don't like that much over the cavalry because cavalry is just striking fast, getting this 1000 rage, executing artifacts, executing rage skills, and move away, and basically farming mages and marksmen like this, but still you can actually use this hero. Now let's talk about the artifacts. Now since this hero is mostly going to be paired with infantry, again from my personal point of view, you can still go with Spirit Bond Torque. Now what is amazing about this one, if you pair her with Goresh and you have Spirit Bond Torque, even at level 1, the Spirit Bond Torque is going to increase the infantry counter attack damage bonus. So Goresh is going to give you 20%. Is it 20%? I don't remember quite well. I think it was something like 15 or 20%. I think it was actually, yeah, 20%, so I remembered right. 20% also is going to increase your survivability by a lot. Defense bonus 20%. Normal attack damage reduction can go up to 10%. Goresh is giving you extra 20% awakened, 15% not awakened is going to give you this damage taken reduction, and you're going to get some nice infantry counter attack bonuses. So this combo is going to be very, I actually use this combo for very long. I use it in the tournament also because it's just giving increased survivability, something that I want my Goresh to be alive for longer, and on top of that is giving some nice counter attack damage. Very, very solid combo from point of artifacts with this one. If you want to do some damage, obviously you can use her with, for example, the hammer. The hammer is going to give some directly from the first spell. Is going to give you for a stun for 4 seconds. I think this is also very nice. If you decide to use Eliana in the front lines, a lot of people are using damaging infantry legions in the front lines, and first of all they go out very fast, and the second is just not giving the merits what you can actually get if you just blink with this infantry at the middle of the mages and farm them, something like Kuma, Goresh, and etc. But Eliana is very nice for the front lines. In the front lines you need something that survives longer, so your mages can kill the enemy infantry and start rushing directly to the enemy mages and marksmen. This is going to give you absolutely great advantage. On top of that, when the target is stunned, you're not receiving counter attacks, so it's even saving some of the counter-attack damage the mages and marksmen are receiving. And the only issue with mages is the counter-attack they're receiving, and these days with this infantry you're receiving a lot of counter-attack, not gonna lie, a lot of counter-attack, pets execution, pets get absolutely wild for the infantry itself become absolutely wild. So yeah, from point of pet here strongly depends how you want to play. Right now I have my broom bear. This is the pet before 2 years that I catch it on 2 stars, and I was like, this is going to be the pet for my infantry. At this point I think moon bear was there, so it was like broom bear on moon bear, and I was like, moon bear is more like for a single target, till broom bear is more like for AoE damage dealing. So I was actually using broom bear. Now I prefer venom lizard, to be fair, or moss rock ouroch, the new bull that is green. But yeah, this is what I have at this moment, but I strongly believe that venom lizard and moss rock ouroch is going to be even better, because moss rock ouroch is even giving you more stamina, which is, I mean, more HP, which is absolutely great. So from point of pairing we spoke about artifacts, pets. Rest of the things are like decorations, city skins, but this is out of the scope for this hero ultimate guide, basically Cow Dragon's ultimate Eliana guide. And this is the way I see the Cow Dragon's gameplay with Eliana. You just do it like this and you get some very nice results. So yeah, if you're interested in more Cow Dragons videos, I'm going to post a link here somewhere with some other guides that can help you develop and be more efficient on the battlefield at the end of the day, by knowing what exactly the heroes are doing, how to pair them, how to pick the artifacts, and etc. Wish you a great day and see you in this video right here. So yeah, bye for now.